Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Pirates will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
The Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, ECU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is good.
7, UAB 0.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 7.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score East Carolina 14, UAB 0.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They want to run it left here. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making... happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. And the Blazers have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, UAB. That's the end of the 1st quarter. East Carolina, 14. UAB, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's right. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's right. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Looking downfield, it's right. Steps away to find some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
Number 5.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's right. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage. He's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fakes to grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, put the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Lots of running room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fake.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum, something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's right. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here comes the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air, it's right. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The Pirates have it with a first and 10. Just keep slinging it. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jenkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, ECU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow The blockers, the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Fires to the right. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a seam wide open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's right. Got the quick pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
To throw, it's Kitna. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 14. Coming up, 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Blazers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's right. The quick out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
East Carolina, 35. UAB, 28.
So 1st down will open up the final period.
Unlock. Ready.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Kitna. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
That's caught. It's Milner. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down at the 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down, the clock.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's got it.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Working that left side now. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Makes the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Oh, they're after him. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Pirates racing to the line in a hurry-up. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Pressure coming. Finds his man, it's Milner. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Milner. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in with...
Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Trying to barge their way in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Is no good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Gives it on the option. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this